Bearings are a fundamental concept in maths, especially at the GCSE level. They help us describe direction in a clear and concise way. Imagine you are a pirate looking for buried treasure. You have a map, but it only uses bearings to guide you. In essence, a bearing is an angle measured clockwise from north. Think of north as your starting point, like the 0-degree mark on a protractor. Bearings are always expressed as 3-digit numbers, even for angles less than 100 degrees. For example, 30 degrees is written as 030 degrees. Understanding bearings is crucial for tackling various GCSE maths problems, particularly those related to navigation and angles. So let's dive into the practicalities of measuring and drawing bearings, equipping you with the skills to navigate these problems with confidence. Before we embark on our bearing adventure, we need the right tools, a protractor and a pencil. Now let's learn how to measure bearings like seasoned explorers. First, locate north on your diagram, usually represented by an arrow pointing upwards labeled N. Place your protractor's base along the north line with the center point directly over your starting position. Identify the line representing the direction you want to measure the bearing of. Follow this line clockwise from north until you reach the point where it intersects the protractor's scale. The reading at this intersection is your bearing. Drawing bearings is equally straightforward. Start by drawing your north line and marking your starting point. Align your protractor's base with the north line, ensuring the center point is over your starting point. Finally, remove the protractor and draw a straight line from your starting point through the marked angle. Bearings often involve triangles, and when triangles come into play, so do the sine and cosine rules. These rules are powerful tools in our mathematical arsenal, especially when dealing with bearings. The sine rule connects the sides of a triangle to the sides of their opposite angles. It states that the ratio of a side length to the sine of its opposite angle is the same for all three sides of a triangle. The cosine rule relates the sides of a triangle to the cosine of one angle. It's particularly useful when we know two sides and the included angle, or all three sides of the triangle. Mastering these rules is essential for tackling more complex bearing problems in your GCSE maths exam. Practice applying them to various scenarios and you'll be well prepared to handle any triangle-related bearing challenge. Remember, the key to mastering these rules is understanding when to apply each one. With practice, you'll be able to quickly identify which rule to apply, solving bearing problems with ease. Bearings aren't confined to the world of textbooks and exams. They play a crucial role in our everyday lives, especially in navigation. Pilots rely heavily on bearings to stay on course, using them to determine their direction of travel and estimated time of arrival. Hikers and explorers use bearings with compasses and maps to navigate through unfamiliar terrain. Even in our increasingly digital world with GPS and online maps at our fingertips, understanding bearings remains important. It allows us to interpret directions, understand maps, and appreciate the spatial relationships between different locations. So, the next time you use a map or follow directions, take a moment to appreciate the role bearings play. Like any skill worth mastering, proficiency in bearings requires practice. The more you work with bearings, the more comfortable and confident you'll become. Start by practicing simple bearing problems from your textbook or worksheets. Focus on measuring and drawing bearings accurately, ensuring you're comfortable with the concept. As you gain confidence, gradually increase the difficulty level. Try creating your own bearing problems. Draw a simple map of your neighborhood or school and mark different locations. Then challenge yourself to find the bearings between different points. The internet is also a treasure trove of resources for practicing bearings. The key is to find what works best for you and make practice a regular part of your study routine. Bearings are more than just angles on a page. They are fundamental to navigation, problem solving, and understanding our world. By mastering bearings, you're not just acing your GCSE maths exams, but also equipping yourself with a valuable life skill. Remember the key takeaways. Bearings are angles measured clockwise from north, always expressed as three-digit numbers. Use your protractor with precision to measure and draw bearings accurately. And don't forget the Sini and Cosine rules, your trusty sidekicks for tackling triangle-based bearing problems. The more you engage with bearings, the more intuitive they will become. With dedication and perseverance, you'll be navigating the world of bearings like a pro in no time.